After stabbing a man 27 times, slitting his throat and shooting him in the face, Jodi Arias drove to her next-boyfriend's house, climbed into his bed, and slept like nothing happened. No panic, no breakdown, no confession, just a smile and 3 different lies that would take years to unravel. This is the story of Jodi Arias, a woman who looked the world in the eye and lied. Again and again and again. She smiled for the camera. She posed. She even did a headstand. And just hours before, she had shot a man in the face, stabbed him 27 times, and nearly severed his head from his body. Travis Victor Alexander was, by every account, a man on the rise. Born into poverty in Riverside, California, Travis had fought his way up from a difficult childhood to become a successful motivational speaker and salesman with prepaid legal services. He was deeply rooted in the Mormon faith. Jodi was 26 years old, a photographer from Eureka, California. She was described as soft-spoken, artistic, almost magnetic. Travis was captivated. Their relationship ignited quickly, passionate, complex, and, as we would later learn, deeply troubled. By 2007, Travis had ended the romantic relationship, but their entanglement was far from over. Friends of Travis noticed something unsettling. Jodi had moved to Mesa, Arizona, to be closer to him. On June 9, 2008, a group of Travis Alexander's friends grew concerned. He hadn't shown up for a planned trip to Cancun. His calls went unanswered. When they entered his home in Mesa, Arizona, they found something they would never be able to unsee. Travis Alexander's body was discovered in his bathroom shower. He had been shot in the face. He had been stabbed 27 times. His throat had been cut so deeply he was nearly decapitated. Investigators quickly pieced together a chilling timeline. Jodi had visited Travis on June 4, 2008, 5 days before the body was found. And here's where the case takes a deeply disturbing turn. Inside Travis's camera, retrieved from his washing machine where someone had tried to destroy it, detectives found photographs, photos that told the whole story. Jodi and Travis had spent hours together that day, intimately. The timestamps on the photos showed them laughing, posing together. And then, the final images. Travis, alive in his shower. Then, the camera drops. A blurred, accidental photo. And then, nothing. When detectives first questioned Jodi, she told them she hadn't been in Mesa at all. She knew nothing. Then, she changed her story. 2 intruders had broken in, she said. 2 masked attackers had killed Travis, and she had barely escaped with her life. Detectives weren't buying it. And then, Jodi changed her story again. When the trial of Jodi Arias began in January 2013, it became a national obsession. In her third and final version of events, Jodi claimed self-defense. She admitted she had killed Travis, but said he had attacked her, and she had no choice. She painted Travis as an abusive, controlling man who had threatened her life. What followed was one of the most extraordinary trials in American legal history. Jodi took the stand herself and stayed there for 18 days. She described the relationship in graphic, intimate detail. She cried. She was calm. The lead prosecutor was relentless, sharp, aggressive, and laser-focused. He dismantled Jodi's claims one by one. "You're saying you don't have a memory problem, right?" "No, sir. Except when it's convenient." The prosecution's case was devastating. The evidence was overwhelming. The camera photos, the palm print, cell phone records placing Jodi in Arizona, gas receipts showing she had deliberately avoided using her card near Mesa, and a rented car, in a color specifically chosen so it wouldn't be noticed. This was not the act of a woman defending herself. This was a planned killing. Travis Alexander's family sat in that courtroom every single day. His sisters wept. His brothers sat stone-faced, and through it all, Jodi smiled. Travis Alexander was more than a case number. He was a son, a brother, and a friend. He grew up in a home marked by poverty and instability. His parents struggled with addiction, but Travis refused to let that define him. He became a mentor, a motivator, someone who genuinely believed he could help others rise above their circumstances, just as he had. His family has spent years trying to rebuild after unimaginable loss. His sister, Tanisha Sorensen, has spoken publicly about the toll the years-long trial took on her family, forced to relive Travis's final moments over and over as the defense attempted to destroy his character and death. The penalty phase of the trial was grueling. The jury deadlocked twice on whether Jodi should receive the death penalty. After years of proceedings, in April 2015, Judge Sherry Stevens handed down the final sentence. Jodi Arias is currently incarcerated at the Arizona State Prison Complex in Perryville, Arizona. She has continued from behind bars to sell artwork online, give interviews, and, in the eyes of many, seek the spotlight she has always craved. Travis Alexander's family has found no closure. Justice was served, but justice does not bring a person back. The Jodi Arias trial changed things. It sparked a national conversation about domestic violence and, crucially, about who gets to claim it. Jodi's defense centered on portraying herself as a victim. Experts were called to testify about battered woman syndrome, but critics, and ultimately the jury, rejected the characterization. The case raised serious questions about the intersection of obsession and intimate partner violence, about the warning signs friends and family often see but dismiss, and about what happens when someone refuses to accept the end of a relationship. It also ignited a debate about media and the courtroom. The trial was broadcast live, watched by millions daily, and turned key participants, especially prosecutor Juan Martinez, into household names. And it forced a harder look at something deeply uncomfortable: the way society sometimes romanticizes dangerous people. The story of Travis Alexander is a tragedy in the truest sense. A life full of promise, extinguished by obsession, jealousy, and violence. And while justice was ultimately served, the case leaves us with questions that don't go away easily. What are the warning signs of dangerous obsession? How do we help people recognize them before it's too late? And what does it say about us that trials like this one become entertainment? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think the verdict was just? Should Jodi have received the death penalty? And are there aspects of this case you feel never got the attention they deserved? If this video resonated with you, please hit the like button, subscribe for more true crime content, and share this with someone who follows cases like this one.